Welcome back to Hypnotic Serpents. My name is Damien. This is my dad, Dale. Behind the camera is my mom, Amy, and today we're going to be showing y'all our first ever Rice Reptiles and KINOVA snakes.
We finally got our first Rice Reptile snake and our very first KINOVA snake. And if you didn't know already, all this beautiful art that you see around our farm is from Justin Kabelika and his KINOVA team. We're starting to put stuff up from other breeders, but if you don't see a logo on it, then it's probably from KINOVA. We are huge fans of KINOVA. In fact, Justin is my #1 favorite breeder.
And my #3 because Bob Vu is my favorite.
Yep, and Bob Vu is my 3rd favorite. And we have the same 2nd favorite, which is
Rice Reptiles.
And that's why we're so mind blown about these pickups. Because not only did we upgrade our collection with these 2 crazy awesome snakes from Justin Kabelika and Rice Reptiles, we did it at the Southeast Reptile Show.
The Bob Vu Show.
Alright, so we just did a countdown and quick walkthrough video about the Southeast Reptile Expo.
The Bob Vu Show.
And got some really crazy snakes and some awesome breeders in the countdown. So definitely check that out if you ain't seen it. And go check out the Keeper Cane countdown and the Rice Reptile countdown.
Yeah, those were awesome. And I think it's very cool to see the other opinions.
And the fact that we all had pretty much the same picks.
Yeah, but Rice Reptiles did 5 picks, Keeper King did 10 picks, and we did 15 picks.
Yeah, that's crazy because our video actually came out first. So it's not like we planned that or anything, it just happened to work out perfectly like that.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
So we finally had a little extra money because we're finally starting to bounce back after the wedding, which has literally taken every last bit of extra money we've had for the last year, but I guess it was worth it. Anyway, we finally had a little extra money, and it was my birthday, so we headed to Atlanta to the Bob Vu Show.
Happy birthday.
And if you didn't know, there's only 2 places that you can really see KINOVA at, and that's Tinley or the Southeast Reptile Expo.
The Bob Vu Show.
Yep. Which we said it before and we'll say it again. This is better than going to Hollywood for us. It's nothing but OG big dogs and up-and-coming big dogs in the ball python game.
Serpent Masters.
Yep, that's what we call them. And this show is full of them. A great place to meet your favorite celebrity breeders. Because that's what they are to us, celebrities. And just imagine if Bob gets the Canadians to come down and bend. This would be instantly the greatest show on earth.
It's already the greatest.
Yeah, but how much more awesome would it be if Mutation Creation, DPR Cold Blood, and Nasty Morphs came all the way down here to Bend?
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy.
Either way, like Dame said, it's definitely working on being one of the greatest reptile shows. And as soon as you walk in, there's all 3 of our favorite breeders right next to each other, with KINOVA and Bob's Balls right across from each other. And Damien really loves Bob Vu. He thinks he's like the real life version of Vegeta.
He is. He's short, he's jacked, he's awesome, and he looks like he stole Goku's wife Chi-Chi.
She does kind of look like Chi-Chi, doesn't she?
Bruh, she's so hot.
Yeah, she is. Did you see that little dress she was wearing with the boots at the show?
Yup, Bob Vu's the man.
Yeah, he is.
Really? Not the croc attack!
I was just agreeing with him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we've been watching shorts of everybody's setups, and I have been looking up every vendor that's going to be there's Morph Market page. So we pretty much knew who had what and who was where before we even got there. And believe it or not, I was actually telling Amy and Damien that I was not going to get nothing from Rice Reptiles or KINOVA.
Yup, he sure did.
And the reason is because if I've learned anything from Justin, it's to not just buy anything, but to only get what you need. And I did not want to spend money on a snake just because it's from my favorite breeder. And actually, right before we got there, I decided to get a voodoo het clown from Balls and Stripes, because I really love the voodoo gene, especially after the voodoo video. And I knew from Morph Market that Balls and Stripes was the only one to have one at the show. But first, we wanted to look around for any special or lace clown stuff.
Yeah, and we really love special and lace stuff. We're always trying to look for Krypton stuff.
Alright, so as soon as we walked in, we spotted KINOVA, Rice, and Bob in the center. So we cut to the right to avoid them, because I really didn't trust myself to not buy something from them just to say I had a snake from them. We spotted balls and strikes off to the left, off to the far left, and the play was to cut to the right and work around the edges until we made it back up to balls and strikes. And if we didn't see any special or lace stuff along the way, we were going to buy the voodoo. And we did just that, except for right before we bought the voodoo,
which is a gene that was discovered by Bob Vu.
But before we got that, I wanted to at least make sure I wasn't missing out on nothing awesome from KINOVA or Rice Reptiles. So we went ahead and walked over to their tables.
Boy, are we glad we did.
Yeah, we are. As soon as I walked up to the Rice Reptiles table, I saw something that we had to have. And then from all the way across the table, I saw it at the KINOVA table. One of the most awesome snakes that I've ever seen. And just like that, the whole plan just went out the window.
Now, not only did we come home with our first ever Rice Reptile snake, but also the proud owners of our first ever KINOVA snake.
Yes, sir. Without further ado, like Billy Rice says, here's our crazy heavy hitter from Rice Reptiles. This is the Hurricane Black Pastel Yellow Belly Special Het Clown. And he's kind of a celebrity. He was on a video 2 days before the show, but I didn't expect to see it at the show. Since we only named the snakes that are probably going to stay with us, Damien named him
Saitama, because just like One Punch Man, he's a really heavy hitter.
Yeah, he is. And now we will have a chance to make some crazy special Super Hurricanes clown stuff with the females we have. We love this dude. A perfect first snake from Rice Reptiles. Now back to the show. Alright, like I said, I did not want to buy a snake from KINOVA just because I'm a huge fan of theirs. So I pointed it out to Chase and told him I think I want that one, but I want to walk around and make sure that I'm not missing out on something else I might want more. He nodded and understood, so my plan was to walk back through the middle and work back around to the other tables that we didn't hit already. But even though I walked away from it, I already knew that I was in love. So I walked around to a few more tables, but all I can think about was somebody snatching it up before I got back. And somehow, even though I was supposed to be working through the middle, away from KINOVA, I made it back to the KINOVA section. Only I was at Armless Angel's table right across from them. And when I turned around, my heart dropped, because there was a small group crowded around it, and none other than Babu himself in the middle of the mix. And he was pointing at it. So I kept watching the situation as I worked around Armless Angel's table, and as soon as the crowd dispersed, I moved in for the kill. And then a few minutes later, as Chase and Summer were doing the paperwork on it, Babu walked back over and said, "Oh, you got that? I was just looking at that animal. That's a really nice animal." He probably thought I was stupid or something, because all I could do was smile and nod and not make any eye contact. I was kind of expecting him to power up and hit me with the Gallic gun, but I think he was actually just congratulating me. And without further ado, here it is, the first snake from the man himself, Justin Kabelika.
The Goku of bald pythons.
Yep, here it is. The Fire Yellow Belly Super Red Stripe Krypton. So not only does it have two awesome codoms, it's a double recessive and an awesome crazy looking allelic form, but it's also a super red stripe.
Which means anything from it will have red stripe. Wait, so it's a double recessive in the allelic form? With the super form of red stripe? That's like a Super Saiyan 4!
It sure is.
If you haven't already, please go check out our allelic video where I describe the allelic definition and our top 5 favorite allelic combos. That's like a Super Saiyan 4!
It sure is, and I'm pretty sure it's a world's first. But he did make a female version that tested positive for genetic stripe. Oh yeah, and both the female and our male version tested positive for Desert Ghost.
Wait, what? So if we hit the DG version, it will be a Super Saiyan 5.
Alright, there they are. Our first Rice Reptile snake and our first KINOVA snake. And we got them from them personally. Here's Billy handing Dame Saitama. And we didn't actually get to see Justin this time, because I think he was making a Trap Talk video, which was awesome. Make sure you go check that out. But we did get a chance to meet Chase, the Batman himself. And here he is personally handing Dame the snake.
This was really special too, to get this handed to me from Chase, because there are only two places this could happen. One of them was working to be one of the greatest reptile shows ever.
And that is the Southeast Reptile Expo.
The Bob Vu Show.
Alright, there they are. Our first Rice Reptiles snake and our very first KINOVA snake. We hope we didn't bore y'all with our story, and we really hope you liked our pickups, especially our world's first Super Red Stripe Krypton combo from KINOVA. Oh yeah, and since Damien names anything that we keep, what's this dude's name?
Well, since we got him from the Goku of bald python breeders, and since I already have a red striped yellow belly clown named Goku, I'm gonna name him Kakarot, which is Goku's Saiyan name from planet Vegeta, for people that didn't know.
I love it. Oh yeah, and this is exactly the 7th day since their hectic weekend and their 6-hour road trip that they did on last Sunday. And they both ate on Thursday without any hesitation. Both seem to be aggressive eaters, which is awesome. Alright, there they are. 2 crazy snakes from 2 awesome breeders.
And from a crazy awesome show, the Bob Vu Show.
Yeah, and if you ain't seen our Southeast Reptile Expo video, definitely check that out. And check out the Keeper Kane and Rice Reptiles countdown video.
And if you're not subscribed to Rice Reptiles, please make sure you check them out and subscribe. They only need 46 more subscribers to hit their 1,000.
Yeah, and they got there pretty quick too, only a few months.
Yeah, because that's how awesome they are.
Yeah, they definitely are. So if you ain't subscribed to Rice Reptiles, go do it right now, because you definitely won't be disappointed.
Definitely not, because they don't only put 1 but 2 awesome videos a week.
Yeah, definitely check them out if you ain't already.
And if you ain't already, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification on this video, and make sure you watched our last videos. And please let us know what your thoughts are on our new pickups in the comments. And definitely check out the next Bob Vu Show in August. And a special thanks to everybody that autographed my shirt this year.
Definitely. Thanks everybody for showing love and signing Damien's shirt. Trying to do one every year.
See you next week.
exotic